What is the cost of taking the CFA program Level 1 exam? There are a number of variables involved, and your personal preferences will have an effect on the total actual cost. But it is certainly possible to get an idea of a reasonable price range by identifying the costs that are non-negotiable, as well as those that are optional but are realistically going to be incurred. For completeness, I will also list the additional charges that you will hopefully be able to avoid. The costs itemized here are correct as of the date of making this video at the beginning of the second quarter of 2023. All prices are in US dollars. The non-negotiable costs are payable to CFA Institute. There is an enrollment fee of $350 payable one time only when you register for the first time for Level 1. In other words, this fee is not repeated at Level 2 or 3, nor is it required if you need to repeat Level 1. Next, there is the exam registration fee. This applies at each level and is also required if any exam is failed or missed and needs to be retaken. There are two levels of registration fee, best understood in terms of the exam timeline. Registration for a particular exam opens 9 months before the relevant window and ends 3 months beforehand. For example, registration for the February 2024 exam opens in May 2023 and closes in November 2023. Early registration runs for 3 months from May to August and costs $900. So-called standard registration runs from August to November and costs an extra $300. Registration for a February exam is not possible after November of the prior year. The exam registration fee gets you access to an online ebook version of the curriculum, one mock exam, and a study plan. No additional practice questions are provided by the Institute as part of basic registration, other than the ones at the end of each reading. If you want more question banks, more mock exams, or don't want to work from online books, it will cost you extra. Moving on to the optional costs, we have the Level 1 Practice Pack, which is a recent development. It will be sold by CFA Institute to Level 1 candidates for the first time from May 2023 at a cost of $300. The next two costs are payable to a non-CFA Institute retailer. I found these particular prices on Amazon. If you do not yet have an approved calculator, you need either the Hewlett-Packard 12C or the Texas Instruments BA2 Plus, costing between $40 to $60 depending on your preferred model. Next, if you prefer working with real books printed on actual paper, the Level 1 box set of 6 volumes will cost you $200. You can reschedule your exam within your exam window if there is space, but it will cost you $250 payable to CFA Institute. If you want to move out of your exam window to a later one, such a deferral will cost you $400. The only exception is for cases in which generally unpleasant and dramatic personal situations happen to occur. These deferrals, if they are allowed, do not carry a penalty fee. Finally, we have the prep providers. There are a lot of these, and I've listed just a limited selection in order of increasing cost. In each case, I have given the base package cost. Most of these also have premium versions with additional resources at much higher prices. If you want only additional questions, UWorld is definitely worth considering at a cost of $250. At the time of publishing this video, they also have a free 90-day access option, although I don't know how long this will continue to be available. Next, we have Mark Meldrum at $310, the Princeton Review for $600, Wiley at $650, and Bloomberg and Kaplan Schweizer, both $700 each. You would need to do your due diligence with each of these providers to find the best cost-benefit match that fits in with your own learning approach. Finally, you would need to budget for travel and accommodation costs if your home is not close to an exam location. In many cases, candidates find that they have to travel surprisingly far to get to the exam venue. Depending on your choices and circumstances, therefore, the range of costs for the CFA Level 1 exam starts at a minimum of $1,250 and could easily end up being twice as much or even more. Are there any costs that I've missed? Which prep provider do you think is the best? Can you get away with not buying any extra course materials? Let me know in the comments section.